know if there's anybody there, but hey, hey, Nathan, hey. Number one, numero uno. Yeah. Got my gloves on. It's been gorgeous today. I've been sitting outside because my son's been putting together the garden furniture. And my friend now tells me it's going to go back to winter next week, which is sort of typical. We decide to bring the garden furniture out and it's going to be cold next week. I mean, you pay a lot of money, which we did for this garden furniture. You think they would put it together for you, wouldn't you, when it arrives? But there was one piece. It must have took my son about an hour and a half to get this one piece because they hadn't lined up any of the screw holes. So it was a bit of a pain in the, you know where. Well, there's only you here, Nathan. It's telling me there's two people here, but no, the second person is incognito. Yeah. Oh, the second person's gone. There's only you and me, Nathan. All alone to be alone. That's us two. Miguel will be late because he's gone to his other knit club. Yeah, so he'll be late, yeah. How am I doing? I'm not doing too bad, yeah. Hi, Connie. We thought we were on our own, just me and Nathan. You know, just the two of us. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more, yeah. But now we've got Connie. It still says there's three people, so somebody's lurking. Somebody doesn't want to talk to us. Come on, don't be shy. The third person, come out and say hello, yeah. As I said, Miguel will be late. He's gone to his knit club that he goes to. Is it once a month or something like that? He's gone there. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. It's been gorgeously warm. I was sat watching my son put together the... Hi, Lulu. Hi, Easton. Hi, Monica. Come and join us. Yeah, my son was putting together the garden furniture, which when you consider how much we paid for it, you think it would come ready assembled, but it didn't. So there's quite a little bit of, well, not quite swearing, but there was a lot of under the breath swearing. Yeah. Hi, Trudy. Yeah, I'm actually knitting tonight. If you saw my last video, I was wearing a cardigan in my hateful grey that I hate. And I'm not very keen on pink, but it was some chunky that I had in the shed. So I'm making the same cardigan pattern again that I made because I don't half wear that grey one. I wear it. So I need another one in a different colour. I would have liked a different colour than pink, but we can't. Beggars can't be choosers, yeah. The weather was absolutely gorgeous today, Esther. But it's gone very cold now, so my son's lit me the fire. Because you know what it is? I'm one of these funny people. I can be abroad, it can be really, really hot. But the minute that sun goes in, I start to shiver, yeah? I'm really weird like that. I really am. And so I got the shivers. So my son took pity on me and lit the fire. Yeah. The garden furniture looks nice. I will take a photograph. I couldn't take it when he'd finished it because the sun was going down and it was quite dark. So I'll take a photograph of it all. It's been stored in the shed since last year because we ordered it and it arrived that late that the summer was like the tail end. So we decided not to assemble it and to leave it in the shed. So today we decided was the day to spring out the furniture. Little did we know what a to-do it was going to be. Hi, Kaz. Oh, I've always got a shawl. I've got one on the back of my chair. Always got one on the back of the chair here. It's, yeah, I've always got one. When I used to look after Gigi, he used to love being cuddled up in the shawl. Yeah. We had a bit of, well, I didn't have a bit of an accident this morning. Our little Trixie fell off the bed. We thought she broke her leg. So it was a quick trip to the vet this morning. Anyway, fortunately, she hasn't broken her leg. It's a soft tissue injury. So she had an anti-inflammatory injection and she's on anti-inflammatory pills. So she's on bed rest, and you try keeping a little puppy on bed rest. Not easy, especially when Rosie wants to roughhouse her. So we have to keep saying, no, Rosie, no, no. So anyway, hopefully, thank goodness it wasn't a break. It could have been 10 times worse, couldn't it? She'd have broken her little leg at what, about 13, 14 weeks? She's something like that now. You made it this week. Where were you last week, Kaz? Yeah. Where were you? Come on, tell us all. Spill the beans. Where were you last week? Because we're dead nosy on here and we want to know where you were. Oh dear. Yeah, we've tried to contain her in a bed outside while we were doing things, but and we've been calling Rosie the supervisor because no matter what my son and my daughter-in-law were doing, Rosie was at the back of them giving it this. We call her Nosy Rosie because she's got her nose in everything you're doing. Yeah. And I said to my son, I said, you've got a supervisor here. I've never known a dog so nosy. She's always got her nose right up to what you're doing. I mean, she actually got stood on today, but it was her own fault because she went right up behind my son. And all he did was take a step back. I mean, she wasn't hurt really. He just nipped her toe. He just stood back lightly on her toe. You went gallivanting. Well, I don't blame you. We'd all like a bit of a gallivant, wouldn't we? I'm going gallivanting tomorrow. I'm going out for my dinner. Yeah. And if you're in the UK, don't forget the clocks won't go forward. We'll lose an hour. It's a bit what's it, isn't it? Mother's Day and we'll lose an hour's sleep. Never mind, it is Sunday and most people don't have to work on a Sunday, so it doesn't really matter. We can stay in bed an extra hour. Yeah. Yeah, did you have fun? Was it a good meal? What did you have? Let's tell us all the gossip. What did you have? What did you eat, Kaz? Where we're going tomorrow, it's a carvery. In the UK, you know what a carvery is. If you don't know what it is in the US, it's you go with your plate and they serve you the meat, and then you can pick as many vegetables and gravy and that as you want. Yeah. It's just the meat that's, well, not limited, but you know what I mean? They just slice it for you and you have a choice usually. You can have like turkey, chicken, beef or ham usually, yeah. And I think there might be a vegetarian choice if you're a vegetarian, but I don't really know. I didn't ask because I'm not a vegetarian. Uh-huh. Oh, your poor daughter having to work tomorrow and she gets an hour less in bed as well. That's not right, is it, Kaz? Yeah. Yes, I'm knitting if you can see my fingers keep flicking about. I just told my friend I was knitting. She went, you're knitting? Knitting? You? So I do it, yeah. Oh no, that is one food I can't eat, Kaz. I don't like Indian. It's the spices in curry I just don't like. It's not the heat, because I can eat, you know, like Jamaican food, West Indian food, and I can eat Thai, but I can't eat Indian. There's something in one of the spices that I really don't like. Yeah. Oh, I hope. Well, I've been to this place before. I went with the girls at Christmas and to this restaurant we're going to today. So I hope it's as nice as it was when we went Christmas because it was really good there, yeah. You wanted a doggy bag? Well, you should have asked for one. You should have asked for a doggy bag. This place we went to, they have a cake bar like nothing else. And the cake comes and it's like, you know, for about 3 people on one plate. And most of the girls that I went with, they asked for a doggy bag. But I am a trooper. I soldiered on and I ate the whole of my cake. They don't call me Miss Piggy for nothing. I do love a bit of cake. I don't eat it as a rule because I'm diabetic, as you know, so we don't really buy cake. So when they let me near cake, I just go a bit of piggy, you know. Oh dear. I do love my bit of cake. I used to make cake all the time, you know, before I was diagnosed diabetic. I used to, you know, make 2 or 3 cakes and put them in the freezer. So I'd always have some cake in. There's something about homemade cake, isn't there? It tastes far nicer than the stuff you buy in the supermarket. It tastes like sponge rubber half the time in a supermarket, doesn't it? I don't know what they make it with. It doesn't taste like what your mother makes you. Now I don't mind a samosa, but that's about all I can eat of Indian is a samosa. But maybe I think the samosas that I've eaten in the past might have been West Indian ones. And they are different. They use different spices. So there used to be a brilliant West Indian restaurant where I lived before. And I used to love jerk chicken and rice and peas. Well, it's actually rice and beans, but they call it rice and peas. And I loved it. I don't think they have one round here. I don't think so. I don't think there's that many West Indians in Fleetwood. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think there's enough to warrant a restaurant. Yeah. I used to go down to, you know, well, I hate to say this, but the place where most of the West Indians lived in Manchester. I used to go down there and, you know, buy the takeaway from there. Oh, I know you can't beat a homemade cake. I used to eat a lot of just plain Victoria sponge. Yeah. Nothing nicer, is there, than a homemade Victoria sponge with a bit of buttercream and jam. Yeah. I used to make the cakes and not put the buttercream and jam in them and just put them in the freezer so that I just brought them out when I needed them. Put the buttercream and the jam on them after. Because it doesn't freeze very well. Buttercream and jam doesn't freeze very well, yeah. I know, Nathan, cake. We're not allowed cake, are we really? But we like it, don't we? Nathan's doing so well with his diet. He's making me quite envious because I just keep staying exactly the same. I do sneak naughty treats. Yes, I do. I'll hold my hand up, naughty Johnny. But we're doing healthy eating. We had like risotto tonight made with cauliflower rice, and it was very tasty, very nice. Although to be honest, I could have ate it twice over, you know, which is strange for me because I haven't really got a big appetite. But we skipped lunch because we were all busy doing things. So I only had my breakfast, and then I skipped lunch altogether. Yeah. I don't really like that raw fish, whatever it's called. Is it sushi? I don't really like that. I'm always a bit dodgy about eating raw fish, you know. So, you know, when you see these Japanese restaurants and everything's going around with a conveyor belt, all looks very pretty, all looks very nice. But I don't know whether I'd fancy the fishy bit if it was raw. You know, you'd have to be sure it was really very, very fresh, wouldn't you? You're eating chocolate digestives. Oh, well, I've got in my little for later. I've got milk chocolate orange buttons. That's what I'm going to be eating later. Sorry, Nathan. Yeah, no, stop teasing Nathan. You know he's on a diet, yeah. He's doing very well. He's going to get in last year's jeans or the year before's jeans very soon, aren't you, Nathan? Those trousers you love that you've put in the wardrobe and you won't give away, Nathan, because they're too small. They'll fit you this summer. Yeah. I was like that last week when I was at the craft fair. I thought, this skirt's a bit tight. I don't remember it being tight when I wore it last time. So when I come home, I had a look at it. It was size 18 and I'm size 22. No flipping wonder it was tight round the waistband. But I managed to fasten it, so I mustn't be as fat as I thought I was. I've got those stupid tickly coughs. It's not a cough, it's just a stupid, silly cough. Hi, Tracy. I'm doing all right. I can't say about the others, you know, but I'm not doing so bad. I think the others are more or less half right, yeah. If you wonder what I'm drinking, it's a non-alcoholic elderflower drink from Marks and Spencer's. It's really nice. No alcohol in it, but it's really nice, yeah. I must get another bottle when I get down to Marks and Spencer's. I do like their food. Really expensive, you know, but I do like their food. I always used to say, I know I'd made it when I could go into Marks and Spencer's and do the whole week shopping. I would know I was rich, yeah. I once stood behind a lady who had a trolley full of stuff. And it wasn't just ordinary stuff like you and me would eat. It was all the fancy stuff, you know. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And it was like about £150 of shopping came to. And I'm like, oh, she must be so rich. Yeah. Hi, Isaac. Yeah, I'm a bit tired, actually. I don't know why. I had a good sleep last night, so I don't know why. I've got my dandelion and burdock here for later. Got my dandelion and burdock here. Got this wool. I've had it ages. It's by Scholler and Stahl. It's pink. But I'm like eating it. Little bits keep flying up as I'm knitting. So I feel like I'm getting bits of fluff on my tongue all the time. Yeah, we started doing the garden. We're going to put some grass seed down where the dogs have wrecked it, yeah. And we're going to go and get... how's my fire doing? Oh, it's all right. We're going to go and get some more plants. I'm going to get some hanging baskets for my shed. My she shed. Trying to disguise it a bit, make it look pretty, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's getting that time of year when we're going to start having a garden, because we didn't have one last year. For various reasons, because it was a mess, the garden. So we never got around to any kind of plants or anything at all. Yeah, it's been absolutely glorious today, Kaz. In fact, I was thinking of going and finding my sun hat because my head was on fire. Because I was sat there, you know, supervising, watching them doing all the work, yeah. Oh, I don't mind at all, Lulu. No, you're not called Lulu. What you call Cindy? No, I got that wrong. Yeah. You're very welcome. We're a good bunch in here. Have I got it right? Is it Cindy? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're a good bunch in here. We don't have no messing. We don't have any trolls. We don't have any swearing or anything like that. We're a good, happy family channel. Yeah. It is Cindy. Right, I thought it was, yeah. Kaz, you need a man to come and do your garden? Yeah, we've heard that before. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Yeah. Oh, dear. I had a lady gardener, actually. She was very good when I lived at the other house. Yeah. I've known her since she was a kiddie, funnily enough. I didn't know she did gardening until somebody mentioned it. So I used to have a lady gardener. Yeah. I know, don't remind me, Tracy, an hour less in bed. We don't want any of that, do we? Oh, I'm warming up now. I'm feeling the benefit, as they say, of the fire. Warming up. I might even take my mittens off. I always have cold hands. And in fact, I got up the other morning and I looked down and my fingernails were purple. And you should never Google, should you? Because when you Google purple fingernails, it tells you you've got heart trouble. And I know I don't. It's just circulation. Oh, you got some new clothes? Oh, nice. I've got something new I'm going to show you. I got it tailor-made for me by a lovely lady on Etsy. I love these kind of belts, but they're always too small. So I got in touch with this lady and I told her my waist measurements, which I'm not going to tell you because it's huge. And she's called Gail. She's lovely. And she made me a belt big enough. And it wasn't that dear, actually, when you consider it's all handmade and hand done. It's lovely. She's called Gail. I can't think what. I've got a card, but it's in the other room, yeah. Oh, that lighter. My son bought it me one Mother's Day, Christmas, whatever it was. And he actually doesn't like it. He thinks it's awful. But I love it. It changes like to yellow, to orange, to red. It's all flowers. You can't see them very well, can you? But I like it because it sparkles. Yeah? I love that light. I used to have a big fibre optic one, but I didn't bring it with me. I threw it away because it got a bit dirty or whatever. You've got loads. Yeah, but I'm plus size, Kaz. So they don't fit me. Ordinary belts that you can buy in the shop. I've got a thick waist and I don't like them when, the belt stops like that and you've got like loads and loads of strings, if you know what I mean. They don't look quite the same. So I got in touch with this lady. She's on Etsy. She's a lovely lady. And I asked her, could you make them bigger? And she said, oh, yeah, not a problem. Just tell me your waist measurement and I can make it for you. And she did, and it's lovely. So I'm so thrilled. Yeah, I used to love my fibre optic one, but I'd had it so long that the fibre optics went like a horrible dingy colour. And they didn't hold the sparkles so much. And it used to change that. It used to fan out like a big semicircle thing. And that went all the colours. It went yellow, blue, green. I thought it was so pretty, but it was dirty, so I didn't bother bringing it with me. My son hated it, but I used to love it. I used to put it on, and it was like mesmerising watching it change red, blue, yellow. So this one's the next nearest thing, yeah. I could probably crochet a belt, but I'm just lazy, yeah. Oh, hi, Miguel. You had a new person, and you interviewed 3 people. Ooh, get you. Miguel, the interviewer. Yes. I don't know, Miguel, what you're getting up to these days. I'm just keeping an eye on my fire. I don't want it to go out. Just wondering if I should put another log on it before it disappears. I do this, you see, I look at it and I think, oh, it's all right for a bit longer. And then I look again and the damn thing's gone out. Or gone so low I can't resuscitate it. Just give me a moment while I put another log on. Got my foot stuck. Hey, go. Let's get another log on the fire. Oh, my daughter-in-law's tied it in a bow. How nice. And now I can't get it out. How do I untie the bow? Oh. I want another log. I can't get it out. Have I got another one? I've got another one in there. Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, while I come back. Oh gosh, it's hot when you open that fire. Oh, dearie me. Oh. That fire was warm. It's brought quite a glow to my face. Oh dear. Kaz wants to know if you're any good at gardening, Miguel. I think it's a bit of a long way for him to come, actually, Kaz, yeah. No, I didn't trip. I dropped one of the logs and it just broke in half, so it doesn't really matter. I got some new logs up there, but they're still tied up in a bag, so I couldn't open the bag. That's what I couldn't do. My daughter-in-law had tied it in a bow and I couldn't undo it. Yeah, what's everybody... I'm making my antique cardigan again. You know, I'd be killed if I lost this pattern, I tell you. Really would. I made this when I was at school. So I made this when I was probably about 13, something like that. And I made it in navy blue for school. And I absolutely adore this pattern. Well, hello, Enid. How are you doing? Cindy's trying to finish up her son's crochet bag holder. Crochet bag holder. Is it to hold plastic bags in, or? I don't know. You're on the second sleeve of your Aaron jumper, Kaz. Oh, God, you had an asthma attack. Well, that wasn't very clever, was it, Enid? I don't know. Do you know, my son's asthma's been an awful lot better since we moved here. I think it must be the sea air, yeah. Oh, to hold the plastic bags, yeah. We don't get as many as we used to now because we do reusable bags, yeah. Yeah, my son used to suffer really badly with asthma. But since we moved to the seaside, you'll have to move to the seaside, he did. He's been an awful lot better. And I was talking to a lady on the seafront not long ago, and she had emphysema. And she said, her chest was an awful lot better since she moved here. So there must be something about being by the sea. You'll have to get your husband to move to the sea. Hi, Tommy. How are you doing? If you know what your triggers are, Enid, stay away from them. My triggers are sunflowers. I cannot go anywhere near a sunflower. Oh, we Says my phone. Ooh. Oh, it's Miguel's got a video up on YouTube. So it's just telling me, Miguel, that you've got a video. One of our local well, not the local. One of the beggars has got a video up. She'll be asking for something. She always does. Tiffany Crochet. Do you know, I used to know how to do, like, what do you call it? Macrame, or some people call it macrame. And I mean, that's what that belt is that I've got. I've actually got in the she shed some embroidery hoops. I was going to make those like dream catcher things, you know. Coffee is a mild bronchodilator. Oh, I should be all right then, because I drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink a lot of soda anymore because of the sugars and stuff in them. And if it's not got sugar in it, it's got... Miguel Wolf whistling at me, no, his video. I get a whistle when somebody notifies me that they've got a video up. That's if I follow them, yeah. I don't know why I bother following that other lady, because I don't watch them anymore. A friend of mine used to watch them for me, and she used to tell me what she was begging for this week. You'll never guess what is asking for this week. Hey, what shall I ask for? Mercedes. Can't drive, so I can't. Well, I can drive, but I don't drive anymore. What else shall I ask for? Oh, yacht. Why go for the small stuff, you know? No, I'm not going to ask for the small stuff like most people do. Can I put a yacht on my Amazon wish list? Oh, dear. Yes. How about a cruise? I could put a cruise, couldn't I? On my wish list. I'm getting silly now. I'm getting silly. You like me, Enid? I tell me doctor nothing. He knows that about me, I tell you. I have all these attacks like I had purple fingernails the other day. Absolutely purple. And you shouldn't Google, because like I said, it turned out I was having heart troubles. When I Googled it, I wasn't having heart troubles at all. It's just poor circulation, that's all it was. I shook my hands a bit and warmed them up, and they were fine. Yeah. Dr. Google frightens everybody to death. Oh, you're putting a gardener on your wish list, right? Okay. Let's put it on the Amazon wish list, Cass. Everybody else seems to. They put all kinds of things on their Amazon wish list. They must be blinking joking. Yeah, you put a gardener on, I'll put a cruise, yeah. Anybody want to put Mercedes on, or a new house? What should we put on our wish lists? Just in case a millionaire's passing by that wants to grant our wishes for us. Oh dear. Shouldn't laugh, should we? I have to laugh at the audacity of some people, though. I really do. You know, God, we're all in the same boat. We're all broke. We're all just about hovering above water, aren't we? Yeah, some people just seem to think we've got hundreds of pounds to spare. Yeah. We wish, don't we? We wish. It is lottery night tonight, you know, just keep your fingers crossed. You never know your luck. I might have won something. You need a man, Kaz. Well, don't shout that out loud, love. You might get somebody funny. It's no good asking Chris because he's got a bad back. You need an able-bodied man. You could get John over for the week. He works on a farm. He sounds able-bodied, doesn't he? Get John over for a week. Ask him, is he any good? Any good at painting? I need to knit 12 inches. I've not done 12 inches yet. I like that song by Eartha Kitt, was it? She used to sing that. I'm just an old-fashioned girl. She just wants her name in diamonds by the man at Tiffany. That's me. I'm still working on patterns for this wool that Daniel sent me. You know, I just want the right pattern. I don't want to waste it. It's such beautiful yarn, beautiful wool. I don't want to waste it making something and nothing. And I keep searching Ravelry and searching everything. I mean, I've seen some very pretty, like chevron stitch shawl, not shawls, scarves and that. But I don't really wear scarves, yeah. Oh my God, here we go. The twits are out again. The twits are out. He's been on before, actually, this idiot. I reported him before. Report him. Harassment. Shall we have harassment? Or shall we have unwanted? No, we'll have harassment and bullying. We'll have. He's harassing me. Yeah, report him. Okay. Yes, I've reported him for harassing me. It gets very tedious, doesn't it? Yeah. No, I don't like tea. I've tried all kinds of tea. In fact, I've got 3 boxes of tea in the cupboard I need to chuck out because unless somebody else likes it, because I don't. I've tried it. There's licorice tea. There's strawberry and mint or something. What else is there? Something else. I don't like any of them. Yeah. It must be very boring. There must be nothing on the telly again tonight. Seeing as the little boars are out. We've not done so bad recently, have we? So I suppose it's the law of averages. We're going to get one idiot, yeah. Oh, God, here we go again. Idiot, 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 idiot. Idiot, 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 idiot. If you wish to be an idiot, please go and find somebody else. Because we're just not in the mood for idiots. You might think it's funny, and we're like, ha 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 ha, we are so funny. You're so funny. Oh, ho, ho. We're splitting our sides laughing. Ho ho ho. Little boars. I thought cows ruminated, Enid. Don't they ruminate the grass or something? Yeah. Or have I got the wrong word? I thought it was ruminate. You know, when they're chewing the cud and they're like, whatever. Oh, jeez, he's here again. Look, go take a long walk on a very short pier. Because you're just being a twit. You're a boring little fart. I dropped a stitch. Curtsy. I'll wrap his crown round his head. Taking the Queen's name in vain. How dare he? It's bound to be a he. I don't think girls are that idiotic. It's only boys that have half a brain at that age. Teenage boys, yeah. Half a brain. Never mind. We have to feel sorry for them that they're in on a Saturday night with no else to do, don't you? You know, when I was their age, I had plenty of things to do. La, la, la. I was out dancing when I was their age. I wasn't in the house, glued to a PC with nothing else to do. I was out with my friends, enjoying myself, going dancing. I'm sure everybody else was doing something. Yeah, maybe he's not a rock. He's just an idiot, so. Katie Reese, now who's that? Is that a real person or not? Are you real, Katie? We've just been having a spate of trolls, that's why we have to ask you. Getting suspicious now, I am. Anybody that comes on, who are you? And that's not my usual me. My usual me says hi to everybody. But it does make you suspicious. Yeah, Harvey and the Queen, yeah. And I love to crochet. Yeah, that was another one, wasn't it? Hey, by God, we're having a good night tonight, aren't we? Where's Chris? Come on, Chris, where are you? I bet he's cooking. Miguel's on his way home. That's why he's not talking. He's just listening. Yeah. I see we've lost another one today. Or yesterday, was it? Some drummer or other. I can't think what his name was. Tell you, they're all dropping like flies. All these rock stars. It's the lifestyle they live, isn't it? He's left a wife and 3 kids as well. What's he from? Oh, Foo Fighters. That's who he's from, isn't it? Not that I know who the Foo Fighters are. I've done 10 inches. I need to do 12, yeah. No, this one's the drummer from Foo Fighters. I can't remember his name. He died either yesterday or today, yeah. Oh, hi, Granny D. I didn't see you coming. Sorry, dear. You slid under my radar. Yeah, Taylor from Foo Fighters. I can't say that they're high on my list of records that I actually listen to, but you know, he's only 50, for goodness sake. It's been rumoured it was suspected to drug overdose, which... Oh, bye, Isaac. Don't forget it's Mother's Day. Hope you got your mum a card. Preferably with pigeons on it, yeah. You've just arrived, have you, Granny D? Kaz is waving to you. Miguel's listening. He's on his way back from some knitting or knitter. Cardiac arrest, yeah, but they're rumouring it's something to do with drugs. I don't know whether it is or it isn't. That was just a rumour. Yeah, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, dearie me. Oh, thank you, Connie. I could do with some blessings. We could all do with some blessings, couldn't we? We should get the Pope to bless us all, yeah. Or whoever, the Dalai Lama, or whoever it is you believe in. I've got antihistamine, but they're in the other room, and I'm not going to get any. No, it's probably this wool's got little bits that keep flying in my eyes. It's probably flown up my nose. It doesn't look as though it's bitty, does it? But you can see it's got like a halo on it. You can see it. It's called Wonder Wool by Scholler and Stahl. I don't know where I got it from or when I got it from. Probably a long time ago and probably from eBay. So, yeah, I shall miss... Well, I won't miss getting it from all the other places because I'm not buying from abroad anymore because I'm not paying the taxes and the whatever it is you have to pay these days. Not doing all that. I've not met up with my friends yet that I met at the craft fair last week. Not met up with them yet. Keep hoping that I will. But tomorrow's Mother's Day and I'm going out for my dinner. I'm not really a pink lover, to be quite honest, Kaz. But I've got quite a few dresses that's got pink in them. You know, pink flowers on a different colour background. And I was looking at my wardrobe thinking, what colour cardigan do I need for summer? I mean, I bought that lovely boho spirit the other day, which is very, very pretty. But I got it back and I was thinking, you know, it's more for a sweater to wear with plain trousers or plain skirt, isn't it? It's not kind of thing that you can wear with a dress, because I know I like bright things, but I don't think I want a flowery dress and a jazzy cardigan on at the same time. So I might hang on to it and make a sweater with it later in the year. Because hopefully I'm going to be starting to wear some dresses this. You know, I might have to get some down. I put away all my shorts and everything like that. Not that I wear shorts out in the street, but I put away quite a few of my summery dresses. So I might have to go up and get them down again very soon. But I'm not going to tempt it. What do they say? Never cast a clout till May is out. In other words, don't take your vest off till May, till the end of May. Going back to the days when they used to sew you in your vest when you was a kid. Yeah. Hiya, Jane. How are you doing? Yeah, it's very pretty, that boho spirit, isn't it? Very pretty colour, but it just won't go with it. I don't have plain dresses. All my dresses have got flowers on them or patterns on them. I can't remember what I packed away. I have got some plain colours in the boho spirit, but I don't have enough to do a cardigan, I don't think. I think I only got 4 of each colour. I'll have to have a look. I put them in the she shed. So I've not been back in there. Not been in to tidy it again. I just went in to get my knitting needles because I didn't have my needles in the house. They were all in the shed. So I went to get this pink wool and I went to get my knitting needles. Oh, you can't do without your vest. Come on, Kaz, you've got to wear your vest. I wear a lot of... Oh, yeah, they do solid colours. I didn't know so. I wear a lot of... they're like spaghetti strap dresses. But of course, I don't wear them as dresses. I wear them as underskirts. They're full length. A photo, it's going ba-ding. I had to really search to find the solid colours in it. Most places didn't have it. And then the other place I think I found it was actually on eBay, where I found the solid colours. I found a firm that was advertising on eBay that had them. When you look up boho spirit on all the other sites, all you get is the random colours. Which, don't get me wrong, I do love the random colours, but it's just for a cardigan. No, we don't call them vests now, Kaz. We call them camisoles. And I always have my camisole on. Because let's face it, if you're wearing anything crocheted, you don't want to be showing your underwear, do you? Oh, Miguel's got a video up. It says Nancy's story from our meetup. So you'll all have to go and have a look at Miguel's videos. But not now. Don't leave me. Don't leave me now. Can't leave me. You have to look at his later, yeah? Because his will still be there long after mine's finished. I'm eating my crisps. I miss lunch, you see, so I'm a meal down. Come on, Chris, come out wherever you are. Yeah, well, that's like a vest, isn't it, Kaz? But they call them a camisole now. I always like my camisoles, because if you're wearing something that's semi-transparent, you know, I'm not one of those that walks about with the underwear on view. I've got quite a few tops that are sort of not chiffony, but you know what I mean. Well, hello, Elaine. Hi. You threw yarn at my window. Oh, hang on, let me have a look. Has it got here yet? Hello and welcome, Elaine. We're a nice bunch on here. We don't bite. Well, I don't think so. I'm not sure about Kaz, but not sure about Kaz and Enid. They might bite, but I think everybody else is okay. Hiya, Jill. You have to excuse me eating me crisps. I'm hungry. They're a friendly bunch, Elaine. Unless we get a troll. We do have them odd. The craft fair I loved it. It was great, absolutely great. Didn't sell a lot, but I didn't expect to. So I wasn't disappointed, if you know what I mean. But I made some nice friends, so all in all, it was, I had a good time. Yes, I'm in the UK. I'm in Fleetwood. If you know where Fleetwood is, you probably don't. It's a little town in the north of England, next to the sea. I'm originally from, well, I've come here 14 months ago from Manchester. I'm sure you've heard of Manchester. That's where I came from, but I was born in Royton. So, and that's a little teeny weeny village. It's not so teeny now, but when I lived in Royton, everybody knew everybody else. And you didn't dare be naughty because it got back to your mother before you got home, if you know what I mean. Oh, you had a yarn festival. Yeah, I'd like to go to another yarn festival. I don't know when the next one is, though. They're always too far away for me to go, yeah. English paper piecing. What is that? I don't know what that is, Enid. I'm a bit dumb. I know what loom knitting is. One of the ladies at Knit Club, I don't know if I can show you the photo. She did a quilt, all hand stitched. Bloke across the road put the sails up on his boat. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I'm looking for what the lady at Knit Club did. If I can find it. Don't know whether you can see it or not. They're all like little teeny weeny hexagons. She made a whole quilt. The patience of that. All hand stitched. Oh, I wouldn't have the patience. I used to go to another knit club in Bolton, and there's a lady there used to make the most fabulous quilts. Absolutely fabulous they were. The phone's gone. Ba-ding! Oh, it's you, was it? You'd sending me pictures. Ba-ding! I am rubbish at stitching. The girls at Knit Club, a few of them have got embroidery machines. Oh my goodness, you should see the beautiful things. And they keep saying to me, yes, but it's the machine that does it. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't got that kind of money to buy an embroidery machine. No, I've never done quilting either, because I don't think I've got the patience for it. It's very, very pretty. And I admire anybody who can sew like that, especially hand stitching. Beautiful, tiny little neat stitches. Oh. Mine would look like somebody had sewn it with one hand tied behind the back here. Oh. I'm very limited with my crafting. I wish I did have other crafts that I do. I wish I was talented and I've just got knitting and crochet. Sewing, I can just about do a hem or repair a seam. Embroidery, I used to do it when I was a child, but I wouldn't even know where to start now. I would just love to have a different... Yeah, my sewing machine does basic things and it does little zigzags and all sorts of stuff like that, but it wouldn't do that in... They just set these rings on and set it off and it does all these flowers and stuff. And oh, thank you, Elaine. I always forget to do thumbs up when I watch other people's videos as well. I'm terrible. And I still haven't caught up with anybody's videos. I'm the world's worst. I hold my hand up and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But I don't know. I never seem to find the time these days. I'm retired with all the time in the world. It's cold in this. Oh, I'm going to go to sleep. It says auto sleep. It's cold in this room at the moment. It's the coldest room in the house. It has to be my room, doesn't it? Cold. So I tend not to sit in it. And I don't have an iPad around like that. I should put that on my Amazon wish list. Yeah, right, okay. Oh, you're back now, Cindy, okay. Yeah, we're talking about cheeky people who have wish lists on their YouTube channels. Or they go on other people's live channels and ask for things, yeah. We were just saying what we would put on ours, you know. A world cruise, Mercedes. I'll put an iPad on mine. I don't have one, by the way. I don't even have a wish list. I did have a wish list for on Christmas. That was only because my family asked me to put some things on my wish list so that they could buy me things for Christmas. That's the only time. And they put things on their wish list, so help me. But that's about all. I can imagine Enid going, ah, there's me dinner, I'm throwing it in the oven. I'll just lob this turkey in the oven. Woo! You've no idea what you're doing with the blanket. Finish it. Oh, they do, honestly. I'm not going to name you a few. But both Miguel and I know quite about 2 or 3 people who blatantly beg. You know, they have their PayPal address in the comments below. That was really nice. It was no alcohol in it. It was elderflower from Marks and Spencer's. How is it called, a guinea pig? Well, yeah, there's quite a few guinea pigs, I tell you. There's a few knocking around. I'm going to take this. Do you like my bottle opener? I think it's supposed to be a dolphin. I bought it when I was down in Cornwall or Devon about 30, 40 years ago. And he's been with me all the time. There he is, my little dolphin. I just thought he was rather cute, so I bought him. Yeah, gimme pig, yeah. There's a few gimme pigs. Come on here, I'll tell you. Not on my channel. Don't want them. Oh, hello. 6 of you today at the meetup. Miguel Tank got blocked. Who's Tank? My hair? Oh, I'm trying to grow it out. Yeah. I can't put any makeup on because of me, having my eye done. You look atrocious. Well, it's better than not looking anything at all, isn't it, Enid? Good grief. If I wasn't on here, I'd probably look atrocious. Oh, that's nice. Dandelion and burdock. That's very nice. I don't mind if I do. Who is Tank? Who's Tank? Anybody? Who is Tank? I've got chocolate orange buttons. Well, if Tank got blocked, he probably did something wrong. Oh! I love to crochet. I thought she was what do you call it? I thought she was a troll. It was me that blocked her. Sorry. She came on at the same time as all the trolls did. And she said hello to the two trolls. So I thought, oh. So it was me that blocked her. Very sorry. I didn't realise she was legit. So tell her I thought she was a troll because she came in with the trolls. And the troll kept changing his name. So when this came on, I thought, oh, another one. So her timing was off. These are very much like Terry's. I can't lose anything. No, not really. Well, it's understandable, isn't it, when you sit here eating chocolate buttons. I'll tell her I'm very sorry, Miguel. I blocked her by accident because she came on with a load of trolls. And I blocked her as well. Has Tina Tuna been back since you blocked her, Miguel? I can't unblock her now because she's way back up the chat. If somebody scrolls back all through, perhaps they can unblock her. Because it was ages ago. So I'm very sorry I blocked her. It was accidental. Why is she called Tank, the poor girl? Chris isn't here now. Don't know where Chris is yet. He hasn't arrived yet. Neither has Shad. Well, I can't stop eating these buttons. You're going to eat your supper. Right, we'll see you later. Froggy went and eat him. Oh, her dog was called Tank, right. I've got visions of this great big army woman, you know, big. I don't know how I can unblock her unless I troll all the way back for hours back in the chat. Need to hire a chef. Why? You can cook, can't you, Miguel? Why do you need a chef? Oh, God. What, one of those, we hear you were in an accident. No, John's not here. Yeah, we've been saying what we were going to ask for on here, Miguel. Whether we were asking for a Mercedes or a cruise round the world. I was going to ask for an iPad. What are you going to ask for? Miguel's asking for a chef. Well, we all might as well ask for something stupid, mightn't we? We'll all make a stupid wish list up, shall we? I know your first name. Hi, Shad. Did you hear his burn? We were just saying we didn't know where you was. Yeah, speak of the devil and Shad will appear. We need John now as well. John's missing and so is Chris. Oh, you're going, Jane. Right, good night. Thank you for joining us, however short it was. I'm making a pig of myself with these buttons. My computer. telling me to set things up. I don't want to. You want to change to Microsoft? No, I don't. I want to stay with Google. Stop it. Oh, you're asking for a better internet. Yeah. My wishes are small. Round the world cruise. A camper van. What else can I ask for? I have to think. What can I ask for? What would I really like? No, I don't want fishing. That's not on my wish list, fishing. What else? Hey, Trevor. Hello. You've got, in the men today, we have got Miguel, we've got Shad, we've got Nathan. We did have Isaac, but Isaac's disappeared. I think that's all we've got in the guys tonight. Oh, you want a soft top mini, right? Okay. Put them on the wish list. We were talking, Trev, about people who blatantly beg on YouTube and have these wish lists on Amazon. So we were talking about what we want on our wish list. Mine's round the world cruise, you know, camper van, stuff like that. Small things, you know. So Tracy'd like a soft top mini. I'm sure somebody will buy you one, Tracy. We should have a Saturday Night Live wish list. And any passing millionaire that has nothing else better to do could buy us, yeah. You're ghost hunting in the middle of a cemetery. Well, I hope you don't find any, Trev. Of course they will, Tracy. You know there's plenty of millionaires that float through here. I know, not like Chris's. You pardon us if we don't join you in the middle of a cemetery. Ghost hunting. I used to live next to a cemetery when I lived in Prestwick. The inhabitants never bothered me, though. All gone. I made an utter pig of myself and eaten them all. We went in this so-called haunted house in, I think it was it Chester, was it York? I think it was York. And they're going, oh, the floor is moving. I said, yeah, you can hear the engine moving the floor. And then they were puffing this weird, musty smelling, you know. I thought, oh, God. Room fragrance, you know, musty smell. I was totally unimpressed. You keep getting the name William. I hope you don't know any Williams. Then it's not your middle name, is it? You're not Derek Acora, are you? Because he always used to he wore an earpiece. I've got sticky fingers now. The fire's going out now, but I don't care. I'm leaving it now. It'll stay warm in here with the door closed. You got a higher power. I have done 10.5 inches, and I've got to do 12. Keep knitting, you fool. You're not up to the armholes yet. Uncle Willie, a 1300 Saxon church. I must admit, I do like old churches. They do have a nice atmosphere when you go in them, don't they? You can sort of feel the people, you know, through the walls. Necklace. There you go, Shad. All little teeny weeny beads, all different colours. The best one I ever went into, I went to Skiathos, and there was a very, very old Greek church. And the atmosphere when you walked in, you could feel, I know it sounds stupid, but you could feel all the people who'd been in there. It was all carved wood and everything. It was just such a beautiful place. You know, it wasn't like atmosphere less. I mean, the church we went into where the craft fair was, it was a beautiful church. It was all over and all very modern, but absolutely no atmosphere whatsoever. You know, my local church when I lived in Prestwich, that was a very, very old church. Oh, I could feel the atmosphere when you walked in. You know, you could, I don't know, you could sense all the people who'd been in there before you. But this other church, this modern church, there was absolutely no feeling whatsoever. I could have been in in a hall, anything. It didn't feel like a church to me. These modern churches don't to me. They don't feel churchy. I love a really old building when you walk into it. And you sort of have a sense of all the people who've been in there before you. Oh, I watched Joanna Lumley. She was in Rome. She went in the Basilica and everywhere. It was lovely. Sistine Chapel and everything. I love everything like that. Love beads. Oh no, I don't know whether they're love beads. They're just little, they remind me of little sweets actually. You know, like, do you remember those little sweets you used to tie around your neck and used to eat them off a string? That's what they remind me of. If you're old enough to remember that. You buy if you were rich, with your pocket money, you got a necklace, but if you didn't have much pocket money, you had a little bracelet, didn't you, on elastic here? And you ate the sweets. I don't know whether I want to go on like a seance or something, but I do like going into old churches just to feel the atmosphere. You remembered to hit it today, Cindy. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Yeah. No, I'm not going to eat these, Kaz. I think they're a bit plastic, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, it's got glitter in between them. I didn't realise that. Got glitter beads. I love my beads. You probably noticed. I've got absolutely hundreds. And yet I still look on eBay. Some of them are ridiculous, though, on eBay. They want more for them than what you paid for them in the first place. There's some necklaces like by Tatty Divine, and honestly, the price of them. I'm not interested in the paranormal. I'm interested in the past, like, ancestry and history. I don't mean kings and queens history. I'm talking about just more modern history. Like industrial history. That's what I come from, a cotton town, and that's what I've always been interested in. Is like Fred Dibner used to do, steam engines, cotton mills, things like that. That's what interests me. I don't like delving back into kings and queens and going too far back. I'm not really into that. Oh yeah, necklaces. I like to buy them in bundles because you get a whole bunch of them. So you only got to pay one lot of postage and you get a whole bunch. Now, I'm not really into spirits as such, Kaz. I'm just interested in my ancestors, really, I think. Who they were and what they did for a living and things like that. I'd love to be like on Who Do You Think You Are, but of course they'd never ask me because I'm a nobody. But you know what I'm saying? A program like that, Who Do You Think You Are? That has like proper genealogies going into your background. I love watching a program called Hair Hunters, if you know what I mean. Hair, not on your head hair. HEIR, like the heir to a fortune, yeah. When people die and they don't leave a will and they have to try and find all their relatives, and that, I think that's really interesting. My friend used to do aromatherapy, yeah. I used to buy a few oils and stuff. You buy certain oil when you're depressed, don't you? You buy a certain oil to sleep, stuff like that. But I've never, done it myself, yeah. You and your witchcraft, Ephraim. No, I can't say I'm into witchcraft, Ephraim. I know you practice a form of it, but it's not like, people with pointy hats on dancing around a cauldron, is it, Ephraim? Oh, ow, my knee's hurting. When I sit with my knee bent too long, it just locks up. I refuse to have it fixed. I do not want another dodgy fake knee. So how are you doing, Ephraim? Are you okay? You finished work for the day, or are you just in the middle of customers? I've got crystals, yeah. Now, don't tell Miguel you're sacrificing chickens, because he keeps chickens and he's very precious about his chickens. So don't tell him you sacrifice them. Shadzo was teasing him that he's going to get his chickens and put them in the pot. Oh, you're finally home. Have you had a heck of a day? Has it been one of them days? I'll have my hair done rainbowy for lilac and purple and blue. If I could afford the airfare, I'd come over to your salon. You could give me hair a trim, because you say you only do the trim. You don't do a trim like that. Well, I think sacrificing cigars sounds like fun. I'd sacrifice a cigar any day. I don't mind the smell of a cigar, actually, but my favourite is like pipe tobacco. Oh, I hate the smell of cigarettes, really. Loathe it. And when people smoke, it's distinct, don't they? But I do love the smell of pipe tobacco. When my uncle, when I was a kid, he used to get his baccy pouch, as he called it, baccy, and fill his pipe up. Oh, the smell of it was gorgeous. I should have taken up smoking a pipe, shouldn't I? I've never smoked in my life. So, well, I tell a lie. I've tried odd occasions with odd cigarettes, I don't mean odd cigarettes like funny cigarettes. I mean, I can't smoke. I just can't. I don't inhale. And when I was young, I used to wear the thick black makeup, the thick mascara. And if I had a cigarette, and I'd look like Kiss, because black mascara would run down my face. Not a very elegant look, yeah. Yeah, I could be a little old lady, couldn't I? With a rocking chair, puffing on a pipe. I wouldn't know where to start. I'd probably be blowing instead of looking at you. No, I could never get the hang of smoking a cigarette. I was trying to be sophisticated when I was about 16, 17. We all do it, don't we? Let's try and look older. And some of my friends were smoking, so I thought, I'll have a try. Oh, God, no. No, my uncle used to smoke St. Bruno. I loved the smell of St. Bruno. There's something about it, the smell of pipe tobacco. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they used to be tobacconists, didn't they? You used to go in and you could buy all different blends, all different kinds. When you went in the shop, I mean, they don't have them now because people don't smoke the same. But you used to walk in and you could smell the tobacco that they used to sell, all different kinds of tobacco and cigars and everything. And it used to fascinate me. I never smoked, but I loved going in this shop, yeah. The smell of it was it wasn't like horrible cigarettes. I mean, cigarettes are disgusting. They smell vile, don't they? When people smoke and it comes out of their clothes and you can smell it on their breath. It's awful. But pipe tobacco, yeah. Or cigars, that's a different thing altogether. That's classy, that, isn't it? Yeah, yes, in Bruno it was. I loved it. He had a leather pouch, my uncle, yeah. And he used to flick it open and fill his pipe. Oh, gorgeous, the smell of it. It's funny, I was talking to his son last week, my cousin, obviously my uncle's son, and we were reminiscing like about his dad and his mum, and the memories we had. I mean, he's older than me; he must be 80 something. My cousin now, but we do keep up with each other. About once every 6 months, we have a phone call and have a long chat. He's about one of the well, I do keep in touch with some of my cousins, but not many. Some of them are far flung. I've got them in Canada, Australia, America, New Zealand. I've got some in Switzerland, I think. And one of my cousins, they used to live on a yacht in the West Indies. You know, I thought, I've got very adventurous cousins. I'm the stick in the mud that never goes anywhere, yeah. Yeah, I've got cousins who've been living everywhere. Yeah, I just love the smell of. I should get a little bit of St. Bruno just to sniff. Yeah, I'm knitting it. I'm knitting it, my vintage pattern. I made this pattern, Ephraim, when I was at school. I made it in navy blue for my uniform. Look how old the pattern is. Look how old it is, and I absolutely love it. If I lost this pattern, I would be lost. I should copy it, shouldn't I? I should do a copy on my printer so I wouldn't lose it. So at least I've got two then. Yeah, I found this pink in the shed. It's called Wonder Wool. It's shoulder and style. It's got wool in it actually, which I didn't realise. It has wool in. It's polyamide, whatever, polyacryl. 51% virgin wool. How do they know the sheep was a virgin? And 48% polyamide. Yeah, I've got plastic sheets, but I keep taking them in and putting them out, taking them in and putting them out, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people used to have pinches of snuff, didn't they? They used to have little snuff boxes up each nose. I mean, now it's cocaine, and they stick up their nose, not snuff. I never knew what it was for. Snuff, was it just to make you sneeze, or it wasn't like cocaine to make you go funny, was it? You know. I'm too much of a chicken to take anything else like that. Oh, she screamed when she was being shot. Yeah, how do they know it's virgin wool? Don't be silly. Excuse me, have you been near the ram? Because if you've been near the ram, we can't call it virgin wool. Yeah. Or tup, is it they call it? They call them a tup, don't they? Is it Yorkshire where they call them a tup? Not a ram. I do occasionally watch farming programs when there's nothing else on the telly. I love watching Grayson Perry's art class or art club or something. I mean, he's an absolute nutter, isn't he? But I love his stuff. It was to clear your nasal passages. Oh, goodness. Must have cleared your brain straight off, I think, that snuff. Bad enough when you accidentally sniff pepper, isn't it? Yeah, how can you get bull's milk? I dread to think. Yeah. It's like people who say, "Oh, I'm going to get goat's milk." Excuse me, but you've got billy goats. Yeah. Oh, you've got a higher power. Shall I have a lie-in in the morning? I was up at 8 o'clock this morning. Well, I wasn't up at 8 o'clock. I was awake. Being awake and getting out of bed are two different things in this house. I'm like 8 o'clock alarm. Switch it off. Right, I'll go to the bathroom first, and then I'll come back and I'll have another half hour. Hour and a half later, I decide to get up. Yeah. You're drinking a dark beer. I'm drinking dandelion and burdock. Is what I'm drinking. Dandelion and burdock. Sterilised milk bowl. I used to love the taste of sterilised milk. It didn't do a damn thing for you, because there was no goodness in it whatsoever. Because they'd sterilised all the vitamins out of it. Dandelion and burdock. Did I tell you our Trixie fell off the bed this morning and we thought she'd broken her little leg. Oh, that's the 14-week-old French bulldog. Off to the vets, more expense. But fortunately, it's a soft tissue injury. She hasn't broken her leg. Thank goodness. She's supposed to rest. How the heck can you make a 14-week-old dog rest? She's had an anti-inflammatory injection and she's got some pills. You thought I was drinking a Guinness? Oh, God. I can drink Guinness if I can put a bit of blackcurrant in it. I can't deal with it. It's not sweet enough for me. I used to drink Guinness when I was, what do you call it, anemic, yeah. Because somebody said if you drink stout and Guinness and that, well, they did say it puts hairs on your chest, but I think that's for men. Yeah. I think this one came from, either came from B&M or it came from, I think it came from B&M, this one, Nathan. Probably the same sort of stuff, isn't it? My son likes Guinness. They used to give us Guinness when we were supposed to be breastfeeding babies. They used to say it was good for you. I don't know whether it was or it wasn't, but I didn't like the taste of it. Is it full of iron? That's why they give it you, I think, but I couldn't drink it. A bowel movement. That's a nice thought, Ephraim, for a Saturday night, isn't it? Lowering the tone, Ephraim. Lowering the tone. I had your black sweater on the other day. Somebody said, "Oh, did you make that yourself?" I went, "No, actually, it was a gift." Mm. I didn't used to wear it much before because I used to look after Gigi. And Gigi was a gold-coloured Chihuahua. And whenever you were nursing Gigi, you were just covered in Chihuahua hair. So I didn't tend to wear anything black. So I very rarely wore your sweater. But now, of course, I don't nurse anything. I don't nurse a Chihuahua. So now I can wear it. It used to ruin all my sweaters because they were always covered in Chihuahua. I used to look like a Yeti. But I miss that little guy. Oh, boy. They've got two new dogs now. Hi, Nancy. Since Gigi passed away, they've now got two little Chihuahuas. What they're called, Alfie and Lena. But I did love my Gigi. He was an ugly little pug, but I mean... But I absolutely adored him. He hated everybody else but me. He used to bite me, son. He used to go for the back of his calf muscles. Oh, you're going out for dinner again, right? Get you, Shad, and you're not even a mother. Oh, it's not Mothering Sunday, is it, in the US? It's Mothering Sunday. Don't forget, next week, times will be different because we put our clocks forward. So it's going to make a difference to you what time we start. So everybody in America, it'll be a different time for you next week because our clocks go forward tonight. So I don't want to be talking to myself for the first hour because you've all missed me. Or I'll be getting messages from Chris saying, where are you? Have you forgot? I don't know where Chris is tonight. He's missing. Kaz, you'll have to use your power of persuasion and whistle Chris up. He's either cooking or he's fallen asleep again. You've got higher power. I keep thinking about that song. I must have heard it on the radio today, and now I can't stop singing that little bit of it. Don't know the rest of it, just that little bit of it. I'll be 5 hours or 8 hours behind. Whistling with a dog whistle, yeah. Come on, Chris, where are you? Christopher, where are you? I don't think anybody's got his phone number to give him a call. Trev could hardly hear us because Trev is in a graveyard somewhere or other, isn't he? With his friend the medium. So I don't think he's gone so much as he's lurking somewhere. I keep measuring to see if I've got to 12 inches yet. Oh, almost. Another couple of rows. And to the army holies. Yeah, I know there's always a bit of confusion when our clocks alter. People in America don't know where I am. I get little messages saying, are you not doing a live this week? And I'm like, the clocks have changed. And they're going, oh, of course, yes. I mean, most of the clocks here change automatically, but the ones on the wall won't. I'll have to change those by hand. But like clocks on your phone and your computer and things like that, they automatically change. It used to be the oven. I used to have to find the instruction book every year to change the. It's only a sweater to cardigan to the waist. It's not like a long cardi. Yeah, the ones on the boiler. When you had your boiler set on certain times to come on and come off, I used to have to get the instruction manual for that. Trying to sort that out. And the same with and as for the car, well, I just used to leave it. It used to get right again 6 months later, didn't it? I couldn't even change the one in the car. I didn't get a manual with that one. How to change your car radio time. Yeah, well, it will be because it's a sweater. This is only a shorty cardigan. It only comes to the waist, can you see? It's just a shorty cardigan. Oof, yours goes to your bone. Now, this is like a short cardigan to wear with dresses and things. Most of my cardigans are long, it's just... But I wear that grey one to death, honestly. I wear it all the time. So I thought, oh, well, I'm getting so much wear out of it, I might as well make another one. Knitting is not my forte, as you know. It really hurts my neck and my shoulders when I'm doing it. But I like the style, so I need another one. Grit my teeth and knit. I'll probably regret it in the morning when I'm like, my shoulders. Oh, I've got a knot in my wool. Look at that, a knot. Thank goodness I'm near the end of the row. I can't abide a knot. I have to in my crocheting half of the time, but I don't like knots in my knitting. Really upsets me, having a knot in the middle of the row. And I'm not doing one of them Russian join things because I don't trust them. I had a lady once brought a sweater in, and she said this had all gone in holes. And I'm looking at it and I thought, it doesn't look like moth holes or anything. And then eventually I said to her, do you do a Russian join with your wool? And she goes, yeah, I do. I said, well, that's what it is. Everywhere you've joined, it's got in a hole. She was very embarrassed. She was coming in all irate, wanting me to send it back. The wool was no good. Blah, de blah, de blah. It was her Russian knots that had failed. And those people who splice it, and, just leave it at the end of the row and darn it in. I just tie a knot at the end of the row and use it to sew my side seams up. I really don't like a knot in the middle of the row. My mother used to do what she called a weaver's knot. She used to roll it somewhere or another and fasten it. And then she used to snip it right to the knot. And Hers never came apart. But then she used to work in the cotton mill. So that's what they used to have to do, to tie like an invisible knot. And she was just so quick at it. I said, show me, do you do left over right, right over left? How do you do it? And she used to just roll it somewhere or another and then pull it. It used to be a perfect knot. No, I wouldn't do a Russian join at all. Can you imagine knitting all that wool and then it suddenly starts pulling apart? Or those that felt them together. I mean, that's okay if you're using pure wool. Pure wool will felt together, but if you're using anything that's a mixture or anything that's acrylic, it won't do that. It's got to be pure wool to do a Russian join or a felted join. No, I'd rather try a funky great knot and darn it in. Can't beat a knot. Doesn't let you down, a knot. I think I've done 12 inches. I think I have. Either that or I've got 2 rows to do more. We shall see what we shall see. Trying to think what's on the telly tomorrow. I don't think there's much I want to watch tomorrow. There's either 2 things on at the same time which are really brilliant, or there's nothing. Have you ever noticed that? The BBC puts a really good something on. ITV puts something on the same time. Or nobody puts anything on. And there's nothing on either channel. So you finish up watching Vera for the 14th time, don't you? Or New Tricks for the umpteenth time. How many times have we watched New Tricks? They're not New Tricks anymore now, they're old tricks, aren't they? I've been watching Silent Witness. God knows how old they are. You're looking at some of the actors in there and thinking, my God, doesn't he look young? Somebody who's about 70 now is in their 20s. And Silent Witness. I don't know how old Amanda is now. 12 inches, done it. I think she must be clocking on a bit now. I always tie a knot. I make a rod for my own back when I'm doing granny squares because I tie knots and leave them. People are like, oh, don't you crochet over them? Don't you weave them in? And I finish up with spaghetti junction behind anything I make. One, two, three, 4, 5. E. What am I knitting? I'm knitting a cardigan. A cardigan. It's in chunky, but I'm making it for summer. I don't trust our summers. Oh, woo. Who's sending me a massage now? What does it say? Jamming with Yarn has got a video up. A crane collapses on parking lot. Oh, it's in Boston. Why do they keep giving me American news? cranes dropped on a garage in downtown Haymarket, Boston. Don't know anybody in Boston. Oh, for goodness sake, stop it. Tomorrow in Fleetwood, which is going to be nice tomorrow, I think, yeah. Oh my goodness. Fire crews battle a huge moorland blaze again. I wish some little kids had stopped setting fire to the moors. It's not funny. All the little wildlife in there, all the little rabbits and things. You're destroying all the wildlife, let alone the plants. Where do all the little field mice and rabbits? Either that or some lunatic with a portable barbecue. Oh, I'm buffering. Please. Oh, it's gone right now. Your connection is unstable. I don't like birds of prey. I know they're nice and they're pretty, but I don't like watching them grabbing things. It's like I can't watch anything where the tiger or the lion's chasing something like a little deer or something. I can't watch it. My ex-husband was one for watching all that sort of stuff, and I'm like, oh, God, we only had one telly back in the day. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch things being caught. And you can hear them screaming when they're carried. Oh, no. If I saw lions and stuff chasing a little Bambi or something, I'd be wanting to run out, grab the Bambi, stick it in the car with us, saying, go and eat something else. I couldn't film it. I'd be wanting to catch everything. I don't like watching things like that, Enid. I don't like watching things kill other people. Other animals, I mean, not other people. My cousin used to breed, things like peregrine falcons and God knows what else. He used to breed snakes as well. Yeah. Don't tell Isaac about the pigeons because he's a pigeon fan. He goes and feeds them every Sunday morning. Well, every morning I think he goes and feeds them. But he feeds them particularly on a Sunday. Yeah. No, I'm getting bird stuff in the chat. It's better than what we've been having before. I've blocked one poor lady who wasn't in. She come in the middle of all the spams and stuff. And so I blocked her because I thought she was a spam. Oops. Now I can't go back and unblock her. So I don't know whether she's barred for life or what. Oh dear. The things we do. One, two, three. I've got a headache. Don't know why I've got a headache, but I've got a headache. Right, I've casted off 5 now. No, Miguel doesn't like foxes and coyotes. I've not got a guinea, Heathford. I told you it's dandelion and burdock. It's not guineas. Dandelion and burdock. Gosh, it's only 11 o'clock and already I'm getting nodded and I've gone red in the face because it's warm. But my fire's going out now. Miguel's gone very quiet. Is he cooking or has he dropped off? He nodded off, Miguel. No answer. No answer from Miguel. I've got a headache. A booming headache. Don't tell me it's all that Guinness because I've not had any. La 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 la. Well, there's 43 people in here and nobody's talking. Do I have to do all the work here? Ooh, it's gone warm in here. Look at that, I'm all pink. I'll be glad when I can put my makeup back on again. I don't wear a load of makeup, but you finished the last row. Way. I'm always glad when I finish something, but sad at the same time. Because I'm sad because I'm thinking, well, what do I make next? Because while you're knitting something or crocheting something, you've got sort of like something to do, haven't you? And then when you finish it, unless you know what you're going to do next, you're like, oh, bit of an anticlimax, isn't it, when you've sewn it all up and you don't know what to do next. I forgot to find some buttons for my waistcoat. Well, not my waistcoat, but the waistcoat. You spackle your face every day. We tried that cold water thing, Ephraim. Everybody's supposed to do. These film stars are doing it, aren't they? Get a bowl with ice water and stick your head in it. It's supposed to tighten up your skin. I'm sorry, but my skin will have to stay baggy. I ain't putting my face in ice water. Not for anybody. Nor am I having any cold showers. I'm so not into that. Can you imagine having to dunk your face in a bowl full of ice water every morning? No, she'd put a load of messages about birds and stuff. And Ethan said he was being spammed with bird messages, so she retracted them all. Wasn't me who retracted them, just in case you're thinking about it. Oh, I've gone all hot. And my fire's gone out, so I don't know why I'm so hot. This wool is continually splitting stitches. I'm glad I'm not crocheting it. Oh, we don't have things like that in the UK. Well, most of us don't anyway. We don't need air conditioning. We need air conditioning for about 2 days a year, so I don't see much point in paying thousands of pounds to get air conditioning fitted in our houses. We just open windows. Now, you see, 80 degrees F would be a novelty in the UK. We'd be like, whoa, sunshine. Whoa, it's warm. Yeah, my needles are plastic, yeah. When they get to certain sizes in the UK, they're not metal anymore. They're plastic. Yeah, I would like metal knitting needles, but they say they'd be too heavy. You know, if you had them in the bigger sizes. So they say. And I don't like bamboo. My work doesn't slide along with bamboo. It sort of sticks a bit. I mean, some people love bamboo crochet hooks and bamboo knitting needles, but I don't. It all depends what you like. I mean, some people like different things. It wouldn't do for us all to be the same. No, these are my. I don't think they're. No, they're not Aero. I don't know who these are because they lost the packet. Yeah, I just don't like bamboo. I mean, I've bought bamboo crochet hooks and just not used them. Yeah, there's other people swear by them, isn't there? And I don't like those crochet hooks with those big wobbly bobbly. People insist on putting like this polymer or whatever it is on the end of crochet hooks, and they're like about that far round and massive they are. Oh, they might do in the US, but we don't do them in the UK, Ephraim. Once it gets to a certain size in the UK, they go to plastic. Or maybe if you bought really, really expensive ones. No, people make their own, don't they? Do it with that FIMO or whatever it's called. And they put like thick, curly things on them. And I'm thinking, it must hurt your hand holding something that looks like a curly, whirly sweet. And then there's somebody whose dad makes these wooden ones and they've got massive, massive handles. Well, they're really, really expensive, yeah. Oh, the furls hook. I couldn't use them. I think you sent me one, Aoife. It was very heavy. I couldn't use the furl. And everybody goes crazy over them, don't they? And they're so expensive. And I also got sent a crochet hook from Doris Chan, would you believe? And that was no, tulip. And I didn't like that because the end was like a big blob. The end was so big, you know, the actual hook end. Whoops, forgot to do knit purl 2 together through the back loops. I mean, people have these, they pay a fortune for crochet hooks. You know, my friend likes the ones that look like they're brown and green, like a twist. They're wooden. And she absolutely adores them, and I can't use them. I bought a couple thinking they'd be okay, and I finished up giving them to her because I couldn't use them. It's weird, isn't it? You just get used to one brand. I always think that when you go to buy a crochet hook, you should be able to try them. You know, they should have some ball of wool and a crochet hook of a different kinds out of the packets so that you could try them. Because they're not cheap, are they, crochet hooks these days? You know, you don't want to pay pounds or dollars for crochet hooks and then you find you can't use them. I bought a load of crochet hooks one time. Kelly loved them, so I finished up giving them to her. I can't think what they were, whether they were anyway, they were plasticky kind of things. And when I crocheted with them, they were like squeaky, squeaky they were. And I said, I can't crochet with them. Yeah, I can only crochet with Susan Bates. I can't crochet with those others. What's the other brand? They've got a big blobby hook on the end. Susan Bates have got the inline. It's narrow and inline. And the other one, everybody else seems to love, has got a big blobby hook on the end. What's the next big brand besides Susan Bates? Can't think what it's called now. But I know I can't crochet with them. The hook doesn't have a point when you're trying to go in. It's like a big rounded end on it. Oh, can't think. I know you're either an inline hook girl or you're a big fat hook girl. Boy, that's the one, is it? Boy. Everybody likes them. I don't. I can't crochet the ones with the blob on the end. Weird, aren't we? I just like my certain hooks. But you find when I crochet with my hooks for so long, they go sharp. You know, on the bit that goes in where the hook is, it starts going sharp. And I can't use plastic hooks because I'm like Uri Geller, I just bend them. You just bend them, then they break in half if I use a plastic hook. I don't know whether it's the heat of my hands or what it is, but they just bend in half. Right, knit two together, knit two. I don't like new hooks anyway, because they don't often. Oh, I use yeah, the Susan Bate with the bamboo handle is what I use. I like those. Like I say, we all are different, aren't we? If we all had the same kind of hook, that person who made them would make a fortune, wouldn't they? If we all only worked with one kind of hook. Hey! I've got a headache. It's probably because I'm knitting. It's probably from the back of my neck. Yeah. Come on, we've got 33 people in here and hardly anybody's saying anything. What's up with y'all? Are you all lurking? Nobody's speaking. Miguel's either nodded off or something. He's not there. We've not got Chris. Nathan's probably lurking. He's not speaking either. You're all gone quiet. Oh, it's all gone quiet over there. Oh, it's all gone quiet over there. All the people are talking. All the people are. I can assure you, even not very much. Not many people are chatting, but it's either a chatty day or nobody speaks. And I get sort of a bit, not paranoid when nobody speaks. I'm like, where are they all? Where have they gone? Why is nobody talking to me? Is it something I've said? Have they all gone off on somebody else's channel? Yeah, nobody's speaking, Cindy. They're all being very bashful today. Hi, Ethan. Hello. How are you doing, Ethan? Everybody's very quiet in here tonight. Come and enthrall us with your wisdom. Speak to me. I've lost my pencil. I'll have to use my pen. You can keep all your row counters. All I do is I have a bit of paper and a pencil. I don't know about anybody else when I'm counting rows. You can keep all these doofers you stick on your fingers and click. I'd just rather have a bit of paper. See, Ethan, you're freezing. I was cold. My son lit the fire for me because I was cold. Oh, you're very lucky, Cindy. It's gone quite cold here. It's 4 degrees C outside here. Whatever that is in Fahrenheit, I have no idea. But it's 4 degrees C. I'm sure somebody's very good at working things out. I don't know what centigrade is. I don't know if it's hot, cold, or indifferent. I've got my phone set to Fahrenheit because I don't understand it. Let's see what my phone says. Oh, my phone's telling me I've got a message. Oh, Bag of Days doing a crochet. Let's have a look at the temperature. 51 degrees F is what it says here. Oh, well, they must be wrong. That's probably outside because in here it's probably hotter. Probably hotter. Yeah, that's the colour of Boho Spirit I bought. But I don't decide what I want to do with it yet. And I showed you before the guy across the road has a boat on his drive, so he decided to stick the sails up. He didn't sail anywhere because he was on the drive. Ooh. It's midnight and plus 1 degree C in Stockholm. I've got nothing new on my phone to show you. Oh dear. 19 degrees centigrade Celsius. See, I don't understand Celsius. It's like metric, isn't it? When they say you're so many kilos, I don't even know if that's big fat thing or what. You know, they said me weight. I thought, well, you know, fine, whatever. Doesn't mean a thing to me. I can't lose any more weight. I lost the 2 stone. But that's what we do in the UK. We're talking stones rather than pounds. When somebody said the £500, I've got no idea what that is. Yeah. We started this in a blanket and circular, oh God, circular needles. Go rinse your mouth out. Can't knit with them things, can't knit with worms. Yeah, impressive, I've lost 2 stone. It was a while ago I lost the 2 stone, I can't lose any more. Not put it back though. Not put it back. I just can't knit on circular needles. Kelly could. Kelly used to knit on circular needles all the time, but I couldn't. You're going to eat? Okie dokie. Go and eat your dinner. Oh, oh dear. How rude. Yawning her head off. How rude. Oh, hi, Susan. Did you find? I think I don't know why I can't lose any more. I just can't. The family are on the eating similar to me, apart from the chocolate buttons, of course. But they drink wine, and our Ian drinks Guinness, so that's probably the same number of calories, isn't it, as me eating my chocolate buttons. But I can't lose any more weight. I'm not putting any on. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do it. I'm not supposed to rub my eye. I feel as though there's something in it, and I can't rub it. It's these whiskers off the wool. They're flying in my eyes. They give you a whole list of things you can and can't do after you've had your cataracts done. Can't wear makeup, can't rub your eyes. But that's like for sort of 6 weeks or something. I'll have to put my makeup on. I can't wait 6 weeks without my makeup on. I just feel undressed without my makeup on. I don't wear it all the time. I don't wear it every day. So if I'm going somewhere, I like to put it on. Try and make me look pretty. That's a lost cause, isn't it? But you know, do the best you can. This wool's got bits flying off of it, and they're all landing up in my mouth. Or in my eyes. And they're a bit bits of wool. That was a bit daft, wasn't it? You've done a big stitch there. You're going to listen to me for a while, or you must be very bored soon. Or have I got the kind of voice that sends you to sleep? I got told that once. You've got a lovely voice, somebody said to me once. I could fall asleep to it all the time. Thank you. Gee, you trying to say I'm boring or what? Oh, oh my goodness me. You do this, don't you? You sit here, yawn, you think, oh, I've got bed in a minute, I've got bed. You get in bed and now your brain goes, fooled you, fooled you. You're not tired at all, fooled you. Oh, this wool is getting on my nerves. It's like whiskers coming off it all the time. Pull two together through the back loops. Right, I'm onto the plain bit now. Yeah, it won't let you do pictures. Oh my goodness, 4 stone 2 you've lost, Nathan. You've been falling down a grid in a bit. I'm knitting tonight for a change. Knitting. Knitting a cardie. Yeah, don't step on a grid, Nathan. You'll be falling down it soon. If you've lost 4 stone 2. If I lost 4 stone 2, I might be a normal size. Might be able to fit into some of those clothes that my friend has. Those boho things. Yeah, she had rails and racks full of gorgeous, gorgeous clothes, and I couldn't fit in any of them. We're not even talking remotely, We're talking way, like they were that big and I'm that big. But a kebab, what's a kebab? Oh, it's all right, Kaz. You keep nattering. Hi, Ray. How are you doing? We've got a room full of quiet people today, Ray. Hardly anybody is saying anything. They're all being quiet. They're all being little nieces. I'll be like that cat. I hate you, nieces to pieces. You saw where I live on the way to the store. Oh, me? Where I live? In Fleetwood? Well, hello, John. Where have you been all night? You're quite late. No Chris at all. Don't know where Chris is. I hope he's doing something nice. Ooh. Oh my gosh. You went to the chipper, did you? What did you have at the chipper? What am I making? I'm making a cardigan off a very old vintage pattern. And I'm getting very tired. I'm going to have to put it down in a minute. Otherwise, my shoulder's going to kill me tomorrow. I'll do another row. And then I'll... Oh, you're all counting stitches. I could never count stitches if I was watching the telly. Because somebody would always mention. What lip fillers and oh, fake women. I know what you mean, Susan. Fake women. Chips, cheese, and a burger and a chicken leg. My God, God bless your belly. If you've eaten all that, John, well, up your belly. As my mother used to say, God bless your belly. There's a guy who puts pictures of his dinner. Honestly, how he eats that, I don't know. It's a dinner plate that would feed about 3 people. And you're like, blooming egg. I can't eat that. I'd pop. I can't eat that much anymore. My stomach gets full very quickly. You're watching The Gladiator. Well, I'm putting my knitting. Oh, you're going now? Bye, Ray. I like meat. Oh, I'm going to have to put my knitting now. My arms are aching. My arms are aching. I've done all that today, so it's not bad, is it? No, I'm not fond of Russell Crowe myself, actually. Oh, I've been sat on a garden chair all day, so it's kind of, I've got a stiff back now. Oh, oh, yeah, I sat on a chair too long. Me and garden chairs don't see eye to eye. Brad Pitt. He's good looking, Brad Pitt. You've got to admit he is good looking. I never really watched him in much. Hi, Sandra. I've never really seen him. Who died in Malta? Brad Pitt's still alive. Russell Crowe's still alive. Who died in Malta? I'm just trying to work out who died in Malta. See, him from Foo Fighters died, was it yesterday or today? Oh, Oliver Reed. Just got to say it wasn't Brad Pitt and it wasn't Russell Crowe. Oliver Reed was a hopeless alcoholic, wasn't he? And he used to come on chat shows and that. I used to think, oh, God, showing yourself up. I used to feel embarrassed for him because he was always pissed when he used to go on chat shows. Like a lot of film stars. Yeah, why do they let them go on these shows when they're drunk as anything? There's quite a few people been on Parky when they've been drunk, haven't they? It's kind of embarrassing, isn't it, when they're drunk? You're like sitting in your chair squirming, aren't you? Thinking, oh, they're making such a fool. Yeah, George Best was another one that was drunk, talking to Parker. Michael Fassbender, what's he in? I know the name's in something, but I don't know what he's in. We don't have any claims to fame. Anybody getting drunk where I used to live? I don't think anybody's from Fleetwood. I don't think we have anybody famous in Fleetwood. I think anybody born in Fleetwood leaves. All the people I know in Fleetwood never came from here in the first place. Something stuck in my tooth. I've heard of his name, John, but I don't know what he's been in. Anybody know what he's been in, Michael Fassbender? He can't be that famous if nobody ever has heard of him. Well, I've heard of him, but I don't know what he's been in. I can't think anybody's from Fleetwood, as I know. Nope. Nobody knows who Michael Fassbender is. What is he in? Is he on the telly? Is he in a film? Don't know. And I can't look him up. I can't go on Google. Now, you see, if Chris was on here, Chris would Google him and tell us what he was. Yeah, it does sound like a racing car driver, doesn't it? Fassbender. It's like there's an actor on television. She's called Longchamp or Longchamp or something. I don't know what that is, Longchamps. Your daughter's Googling him, right? Let us know and who he is. Should we know him? He's in the new Alien film. Oh, that's not my cup of tea. Alien films. Well, I'm going to stay on for another 15 minutes because then it will be 12 o'clock or it will be 1 o'clock because the clocks go forward, don't they? So I don't want to stay up past then. He's been in 65 films, all action films. Oh. Right, there you are, John. He must be famous in something. Not famous in my eyes. I don't know who the heck he is, but I don't think they have any farmers in an action film. You want to be a extra, do you? can stand around in the background, what with the Guinness in your hand and the chips and the chip butter. I hated alien films when I saw that one, if you remember, donkeys years ago, where this like serpent came out of her stomach, and that did it for me. I've never watched one since. I thought, nope. It was bad enough with Rosemary's Baby, wasn't it? I didn't like that film either. I'm just a wimp. I'd rather have a musical like West Side Story or Cabaret or something. I don't like action movies. I don't like war films. I don't like anything like that. You know, they're all blood and gore and guts films these days, and I just don't like them. So I just don't want to go. No, I don't like horror films now. I mean, we've all watched the Frankenstein movie, but they were tame, weren't they? But I don't want things jumping out at me and making me jump out my skin. Hello, Proverbs. Oh, my feet are sore now. My feet are like little puff balls. That's because it's been warm. My feet puff up when it's warm. Do you know, I could just nod off, and I know when I get in bed I'll be wide awake. The time I've taken my hair down, washed my face, taken my tablets and stuff like that, I'll be asleep. Yeah, the Guns of Navarone and things like that, and Rio Bravo, stuff with John Wayne in, I didn't mind that. And Red Adair, you know, things like that. But I don't like all these kind of horror movies and blood and gore and guts and aliens and stuff. Oh, God, no. Star Trek was about as far as the aliens I went. Yeah, the old John Wayne movies. They were like pow, pow, you know. You knew where you were with an old John Wayne movie, didn't you? You know he wasn't going to get shot. He was always going to be the hero. I didn't mind Clint Eastwood either. But I don't like these modern things. Oh, I don't like Jim Carrey. Can't be doing with him. I watched him in The Mask and that was enough for me. I thought, no, he's stupid. Watching that thing. Yeah, Clint Eastwood, you know, John Wayne, he knew where you were. He knew where you were with a good old-fashioned Western. No, I don't like gore and things jumping out at me and scaring me half to death. I'd rather watch a good mystery or something like that. You know, not one that's stabbing people and jumping all over people. I'd rather have the whodunit where they just find the body and it's already dead, if you know what I mean. They don't show how it died; they just show it dead, and then you got to do the whodunit, who did it, and all that. Yeah, that's my kind of film. You know, when you used to watch Columbo and that, you know, they didn't show you anybody being stabbed to death, did they? They just showed somebody who'd been stabbed who was lay on the floor. Yeah, I like Miss Marple and Murder on the Orient Express and stuff like that. Like Poirot. Yeah, they don't sort of make new ones, do they? The same as they used to make the old ones. I mean, James Bond is so far-fetched at times, it's almost laughable. You know, you go to the film and they do some of the stunts and everybody's laughing because you think, that's so far-fetched, that's just untrue. I think we do drama best. You know, the UK do drama very well. You know, you can't beat something like, I said, Downton Abbey and whatever, stuff like that. Good old drama. Can't think what. Well, call the Midwife. I used to watch. That's not on at the minute. That's still like British drama, isn't it? I watched Grantchester. Oh gosh, the Oneida Line. And my mother used to be stuck to that Poldark, the original one I'm talking about, not the one they've just done. My mother loved the original Poldark. Yes, I still watch Heartbeat, the reruns, yeah. Yeah, the Golden Girls were so funny, weren't they? They were so funny. I used to like Mary Tyler Moore as well, years back. I've never watched the new Poldark. My mum used to watch the old one. Yeah, I've been watching Jane MacDonald in Yorkshire doing those like documentaries she's done in Yorkshire. She met somebody from, yeah, the old American ones I prefer. I don't like the modern ones. I like Mork and Mindy and, you know, Happy Days and stuff like that. Yeah, Rhonda. Rhoda, was it Rhoda? But the modern ones, I just don't find them funny. The only one I like is The Third Rock from the Sun, is it? That's an American one I quite like. But some of the modern ones, I don't even think they're funny. I know English humour is different. Oh, Soap was hysterical, wasn't it? Benson, was he called? Yeah, they're the old ones, aren't they? Soap, MASH. No, you see, I don't like the Big Bang Theory. I just don't. Some of the modern ones, I just don't get them at all. And all that canned laughter that they put in. You know, it's not there at all. It's somebody pressing the button going, laugh, laugh, laugh. Yeah, I used to like Soap. Yeah, Cheers. That was good. But look how far back we're going for cheers and soap and stuff like that. I can't think of anything modern that I like. English or American. Modern humour just passes me by. I just sit there thinking, you're not funny. You know, some of these alternative comedy acts that they call them, I just can't see any humour in them. And everybody's supposedly, allegedly falling about laughing, and I'm like, what was funny about that? Anyway, I'm going to go to beddy bows now, so thank you all for keeping me company. But I'm going to be losing an hour, so I'm going to be going to bed because I've got to get up. I'm going out for my dinner tomorrow. Woohoo! Yeah. So everybody, thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you. Well, if I don't catch up with you in the week, if I don't actually make another video. I've always got good intentions and it never works out. But, you know, you'll see me Saturday if you don't see me in between. Okie dokie. Bye for now. And I will put a picture on Facebook of our garden furniture. Yeah. Right. Bye now.